Oh, what a beautiful day. Anyway, sometimes they have shooting galleries down at national parks. And this is Plenty Gorge Parkland. And as you can see, they're shooting deer. Never seen any deer around here. Only kangaroos. So maybe they classify kangaroos as a new type of deer. So as you can see, beautiful, nice. I have no idea what trees these are. Obviously, there's the young ones, they're the older ones. Go along the other side. Beautiful. So if you come to Australia, this is what you can look forward to. As you can see, you got houses over there and grassland. So you're going to find a lot of grassland. And if you go up this way, we have an older dam. Yeah, so this is why I like to walk around. I actually like bushwalking, so maybe I could do a lot of bushwalking videos on this channel. I know I'll put on Australian English, but you know, you can only do that so much. I'm gonna put more aspects of Australian society. So here we have some kangaroo, looks like kangaroo shit. And we have some scratchings, more likely from kangaroos. You've got kangaroo trails, so all this stuff here. Got rabbit burrow there. So all of this is okay. That looks like a dog. This, oh no, it could be, no, it's not a wombat. This burrow here, it's actually quite big, so that's more likely going to be a wombat than a rabbit. So, and all this flattened here is probably where rabbits come out, compounded with kangaroos actually sitting there as well. So there's a mob of kangaroos over that way, and they'd actually use this masked lapwing. You need to be careful with those. They do have, so they've got a nest over there somewhere probably, and they're making a lot of noise. Just showing we're over here because it is nesting season. And some ducks. Are they teals? You've got a heron over there. Beautiful. So this dam it's important for the wildlife because it gives them access to water. Even though it's not used for grazing anymore, they still left it here. Obviously you got a lot of plants on it, so that would have been brought in by the actual birds themselves. And as you can see, it's draining a little bit, so we haven't had rain for probably really good rain for like a week. Oh, and as you can see over there, we have a mob of kangaroos hopping around. So these are pretty common in my area. If you go to other parts of Australia, you probably won't find any kangaroos because they've been driven out. So it's quite nice. Still making noise because they're trying to attract. I'm a predator to them. And as you can see, this has been pretty much mown. And they've planted a lot of eucalyptus. I think this is yellow box or yellow gum. They're two different species. Or yeah, I think it's one of those two. They probably planted some river red gum. But as far as I know, they enjoy actually being planted by the river. And as you can see, the two large trees in front, they look probably about 100 to 200 years old in between that time period. So they've been around since the farm's been here. And that's called the Carome Homestead. So there's an older structure here. I think it's like 1860s or something. It's now a restaurant, but that's a historical site in Mernda. And there's a lot of housing being built up around it. So this is becoming quite built up area. Obviously they're not going to build in this parkland because that's what it's reserved for. but I wouldn't be surprised over on those hills eventually, because that's still farm over on the hills over there, and the hills over there, that's still farm. It's got a farmhouse on top. Wouldn't be surprised if eventually they bought those out and develop housing on top. Okay, you've got dead eucalyptus. Obviously not all the trees survive. What they actually need is they need some acacias built here. Obviously they're mowing this grass. They're not mowing it over there, which is quite pity. But it's also winter, so kangaroos will eat a lot of the younger shoots, and the grass actually grows quite slow during winter, even though it has a lot of water. Another dead eucalypt. Okay, looks like an acacia. It's passed away. And there you go, some scratchings. Could be from an echidna. I've seen echidnas around here. That's from a kangaroo. Some younger shoots of a eucalyptus. Beautiful. So anyway, that's what I like to do. And also I'm into geology, so I like to go around making geology videos, but I'll do that for another channel. And as it's warming up, I'm gonna get more into doing those geology videos. So just look up my name, Glenn Warren, and you'll come across it. Although there's probably quite a few people with that name. And here's the old fencing, beautiful. And you'll find a lot of magpies. So in this old eucalyptus tree, so I'd say this hasn't reached 150 year old yet, this one here. I don't see too many hollows in it. There's some magpies. This one's starting to develop hollow, so this one's probably an older age. Although it has been burnt. That's quite recent. That wasn't actually... Someone's actually put some wood against it and burnt it. It could have been when they actually burnt off here, but I don't think they burnt off for a while. But this is quite intense. It doesn't seem to have affected the tree too much. This one's probably yellow box, yellow gum. I can never differentiate between those two species. And looks like we have some hollows developing. So yeah, that's what we need. So that's a problem with a lot of Australian species, especially the birds, the possums. They require hollows in the trees. So if they don't have hollows in the trees, they can't breed, because that's basically what they use it for. And a lot of species probably also use it to sleep in, especially possums. You know, birds can just sit on the tree branches. And that's why you see at night time a lot of if you look in the trees, you'll find a lot of most of the bird species are in the trees. You know, ducks, you wouldn't essentially say live in trees, but at night time they go and perch up there, should I say. So that's where they go, as well as on any fallen logs in the river. So this is actually quite nice. And we also have a lot of can't hear any now, but frogs would utilize this for breeding. So there probably are frogs here, but with the lack of thick undergrowth, so the grass is not thick enough yet, probably in spring they'll actually come back. But this is good habitat for frogs to actually spawn. So yeah, the frogs will need grasses like this where they can hide. Oh yeah? I heard one. It says, oh, kangaroos. Sorry we scared them. So anyway, there is frogs over there. I heard them before. As soon as they hear humans come, they actually be quiet. Yeah, so this is good habitat for frogs to hide. You can hear the magpie. So anyway, that's the end of my video because I've run out of room on this phone. So I hope you enjoy it. Give you a little aspect of what Australia's like. Hooroo.